Hey there Internet, Keeve here, and welcome to the Cars with Keeve YouTube channel. And just like the last video, you see the smile on my face, we have new pressure washers to the market. This is AVA of Norway. This is the Easy. It looks like a spaceship. I think there's a lot of wasted space. It definitely could have thinned this out a little bit, but they're all about the quality, the plastics that it's used, ergonomics, flow of all of the accessories working together, and this is a proprietary system, so it's a big thing. If you're somebody who wants to upgrade stuff, upgrade your hose, upgrade your spray gun, use your own reel, use your own stuff, this probably isn't for you. This is for those of you who just want that all-in-one solution that's going to give you high quality, durability, it's going to last you a long time. So while editing this video, I wanted to quickly chime in that there are some adapters out there for these hoses, mainly in Europe. Now, I've seen that they're possibly on like AliExpress, places like that. You're looking for a Nilfisk adapter. That's what people are saying in the comments, and I'm not going to go down that road and try to figure it out. I don't know which one it is. There's like 3 or 4 different types, so that's a rabbit hole you're going to have to find yourself down, but I still consider it proprietary because it's not an easily available adapter. First 5 years, you are covered. After 5 years, they sell a rebuild kit. You register that repair, 5 more years extended warranty, so you get 10 full years. But initially, you get that 5. Most pressure washer companies like Ryobi and them only give you 3. And this is all for 350 bucks. The Go is 250. This comes with a surface cleaner, and this is called the patio or deck cleaner. I really wouldn't use this to clean large driveways because it's going to take you a very long time. It's got a pivoting quick connect here, 1/4-inch quick disconnect. So all this is 1/4-inch quick disconnect. Almost every pressure washer out there comes with a long gun. How did this thing come with a short gun? I thought that was against some rules or laws. Well, it is in the US, and that's why most of them are long. But there are a few. The Ego did a small gun, but they decided to get all Bluetoothy about it. The reason they can do that is because you can't make the package work as a short gun. It is short, but in order to be able to use these nozzles, you have to connect this. And now it's at the very end. It's much less likely for you to like point this at your eyeball and do something dumb. But what they've done is they created their own adapter. It's 12 bucks on Amazon. These are all on Amazon. They're not sold through a website. This right here, now you have shortened it up. Push this and then you twist and it's telescopic out. So if you were to put something on the end of this, it's pretty hefty. Definitely 2 hands. If you want to put it back, you can do it in increments, any length that you want. And the quick connects, stainless steel, very high quality, good stuff. You get a turbo nozzle for that tough cleaning that you need. Basically takes a 0 degree and spins it. It goes from 1 to 10, but 10 deciliters is 1,000 milliliters. 1 deciliter is 100 milliliters. No big deal there. On the back side, you have dilution markings as well. Everything from a 9 to 1 all the way down to a 1 to 9 in increments. It also has a cone in the bottom that has steps on it. Those steps are in centiliters. And each step as you go up, it is marked 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. 10 centiliters is 100 milliliters. I'm not the biggest fan of the flask. Like, it looks like I said before, like a cup that you'd win at like Chuck E. Cheese or something. It is, however, the way it looks, it is still not badly balanced, even empty. And it has, oh yeah, clicks. And the Max Min is clicks as well. And 1/4-inch quick disconnect on the back. You cannot change the orifice on this. And you cannot change your fan spray from horizontal to vertical. It stays in permanent vertical, which is fine because vertical is what I prefer. You have about a 20-foot power cord, 14 AWG, very nice. The stopper on this hose reel is movable down, so you can, it's pretty tight, but it will move down, so that way when it goes in, that's the first to go out. 40-foot hose, we went over in the last video with the Go, really good hose. Like, I'd say a stiffer Uberflex. It has no memory. It is very, very flexible. It does not kink. It wants to pull out of the kink. This clicks right into the bottom. And it's on a swivel. You have a safety. And then when you're using this, you're like, man, I don't know if I like that. But no, this isn't a staple gun. When you push this in, there's a secondary trigger here. So you can let off 3 fingers and hold this bad boy down with no pressure at all. Look at that. I'm just sitting there playing Guitar Hero. That is the lightest trigger hold of anything that I've ever touched, way beyond an SGS-28. So let's go to a design flaw. So you push this button right here, that pushes down. Now we have a problem because I can't get this handle out. I have it halfway down, it won't pull out. Now I gotta sit here and tilt this back with one arm, push this down, and pull this up. So if I want to fold this handle in or take it out, I cannot do it with it sitting straight down like this. I do like the mechanism. I do like the thought of it. Maybe a little bit taller tire to give you a little more room down here. You see it goes like that, snaps into place. We got the whole piece there. The foam cannon, this little gray piece folds down. Foam cannon sits just like that. You have 4 spots for your nozzles up here, but it comes with a turbo nozzle. And I don't have anywhere to put the turbo nozzle. So what do? You just stuff it right there. I mean, why didn't you have the 5th hole there for the nozzles? There's literally like all the room in the world. It can also lay and snap in right here across the top from about here to here. This like this, and then have this here like that. Now, plastic on the wheels, I gotta say, is probably my least favorite part of all of it. The wheels, they are, you know, they got hubcaps. Just snaps onto this little plastic piece right here. This end cap goes in here, and that's really the only thing that you have to build. It's pulled out and it reels back in. Now, obviously, you see I reel it in. You got to kind of hold it, or if it's sitting on concrete, it might not slide as much because this is a much smoother surface. You can spin it in. We're going to pull it all the way out. It does click in right here. So this tap will hold that, and that allows you to pop that hose out. Hold it and just gonna let it do its thing. Hey, it reels in. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but if you want to do it on its own mechanism, this doesn't play far enough over for the size of the reel, but the 40 foot and the size of the reel makes up for it because there's still room left. You do have GSCI with your power cord. Yeah, I guess we'll just do a second little loop right there. So way back here in the back is where the water hose plugs in. I don't know what kind of thread that is. It might be a BSPP. We're going to be using Elay Quick Connects, which are my favorite. They're just such quality. And the amount of flow, like, it's just straight through. They actually come with a 60 degree, which is like crazy wide. We'll show the fan really quick in this video. A 40 degree, you have a 15 and a 25. So before we get any further into the video, check out the links below for anything in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to testing. Much less fuss than the go over there in the corner when you're trying to get it hooked up. We got our Elay Quick Connect to our nozzle right there. All you do is flip that on. We have just enough of the power cord that we need, which is the beauty of having that. So we'll just turn our water on and make sure we're not leaking. You gotta purge the air out. I gotta tell you, one thing is nice. Like I said, it's got the swivel, so we want to correct the kink. We can just correct it just like that. We don't have to twirl the baton like you would with most of these. 3, 5, 7. You see we have this big old gun right here, and like I said, you can telescopic, like sniper rifle type stuff. Now I'm gonna turn it on. There we go. Decent sound, not high pitched, no squeak squeal. So here it is with that long wand. It's the last time you'll see me using the wand. So you see that strip in the middle? That's unprotected, just like a control for a test. This is C6 Hydrolite. On that side, this is with their app polish, without their app polish, to see the difference. You can see the hydrophobic. Crazy good stuff. That's going to be a long 1 year testing on that. So let's check the swivel now under pressure. It still spins. Not obviously as good. I'd say about half. There's some resistance there, but it still spins good. Can it spin while you're spraying? You can. The handle to pull is no different, pressurized or non-pressurized. The little trigger hold in doesn't change at all. Look at this. I mean, this takes nothing to hold that in. That's really cool. Seems uniform, but I can feel the pressure much more on the outside and not as much on the inside though. You can see it when it hits my finger. How stronger it is on the outside. So it is not consistent all the way across pressure-wise. 60 degrees, a little different. It is pretty light right here in the middle. It's actually not as bad as the 40 degree. So I just found out reading through the details on the Amazon website for the Go product, it says it's self-priming. This one does not say it's self-priming, but we're gonna find out. We have our hose in the bucket. It took about a minute or so to prime on the Go, so let's see what this one does. There we go, it hit its pressure. That was much shorter. Of course, that hose had water in it from the Go. That hose had water in it from the previous testing. The Go were both empty, so we kind of got both here, but it is self-priming, so let's see what kind of PSI we get. It's like 1187, 1186, something like that. It is self-priming. That's pretty cool. So in the last video with the foam cannon, we did 32:1. I have pre-diluted over there. What we're gonna do here is slightly different. What we're gonna do is fill it up to that cone in there, 2.5 centiliters, and then we're just gonna fill it all up to the 1,000 milliliter mark and use our dilution that way. You see, there we are at the first line. Actually, you can tell like 25 milliliters is basically exactly this little crease right here. Here we go. You need 2 hands. Heavy. But man, this thing with the foam can on the end, ridiculous. Pretty much exactly the way the Go did. You know, it did have that same stretch up here at the top where it's just kind of like, see how it's like all the way out here. Does better than 98% of the foam cans that come with pressure washers, that's for sure. Well, when I did the video before, I forgot to do the drop test. Yes, I know. How could Keith forget to do the one thing he likes to do most? 3 drops from shoulder height empty, 3 drops from shoulder height full. If you put it on a shelf, you put it anywhere, it falls off the shelf and falls down. That's this height right here. And people say, well, who drops a foam cannon? Well, you'd be surprised how often it happens. Makes a sound, doesn't it? I think we're pretty good on the empty drop. We do have, what happened here? Oh, okay, so the gasket for the top here. So it looks like, oh, I didn't even notice this. So it looks like you can feed a regular bottle in here. Let's find that out. That's something I did not know and I did not see. Let's, yeah, I know my whole thing here is a mess, but on the bottle. There's an empty bottle. So here's a bottle. Well, I'll be. So there's double threaded. We didn't even know that. It's not even advertised. And so now you know. And we have a full Incredible Suds from our testing last night. Not bad. It survived the drops. I don't see any problems whatsoever. So let's do a drop on the manifold. And let's do a drop at an angle on the nozzle. Oh no. Did it in. There you go. Its weakness is being dropped on the nozzle. That kind of snapped it off. That's not a normal scenario when it comes to a foam cannon drop. We were able to break it, which, you know, I'm not happy about it, but it was fun. So let's have some fun. And you guys are going to be like, what in the heck are you doing? Well, I promised that I was going to put these coatings through a major torture test this year. And because people were saying my last torture test wasn't strong enough or whatever. I'll hold it. It has a handle right here, so you can actually do it like this. Like that. Or we could put that bristle on the surface. Oh, take that ceramic coating. Seems to work pretty good. That was Incredible Suds It. Forget to mention earlier, Cars with Keith will save you 10%. The Hydrolite coating is from them as well. They're waterproof, got a little foam on it. There we go. Check our stock orifice PSI, see if we're gonna get that 20, 50 PSI. I don't think so. 1310. So we are nowhere near the 2050 that it states. What's the amperage on that? So that's 14.3. So, I mean, you really couldn't go down much to stay under that 15 amps. So this is a 2.0 orifice size. I think we'll probably 1400 maybe. Ah, did you hear we clicked it off? We hit some kind of shut off. Now, here's a 2.5. The 2.5 got 1400. So it says it's a 0.99 on those nozzles, and the charts I looked at should be around a 2.2. So maybe I'm a little bit off. Maybe it's closer to a 2.5. Maybe even more, like a 2.6, 2.7. I don't know. Who cares? I really can't quantify theirs exactly to what I'm used to, but this is a 2.5, and I know these are very accurate. 14.79. This is a 3.5. 3.5 pumps out 975. Pretty close to what the Go did. Let's check a 4.0 at 800. It's going to be your max gallons per minute at 800, like final rinse stuff. So the 3.5 came out at about 12.2 amps, and the 4.0 came in just a little bit over like 11 amps. Foam cannon came in at 12.4. So if you did have the ability to change the orifice, you could probably run a slightly smaller orifice and stay under that 15. So the bucket test is very easy. We have a bucket on a scale. I have the scale teared out, so the bucket weight's already accounted for. We run for 1 minute using a stopwatch. We take the pounds that's on the scale and we convert that to gallons. 12.54 pounds comes out to 1.50 gallons per minute. Here is the 3.5. 14.22 comes out to 1.70 gallons per minute. Pretty good, solid performance there with the 3.5. Here's the 4.0. 14.52 comes out to 1.739, 1.74 gallons per minute. There you go. We have gone through the gambit. We've gone through the testing, the numbers. Really good. Like if Active wasn't out there, these would be the leaders in this price range, the 250 to 350 price range. Active with the V52 and a 2.0 are your competitors. But this is an experience that they're trying to give you with all of these tools and accessories that are durable and good enough. Not to mention a 10-year warranty. But some people, like me, this isn't for me. That's just me. I want. It's not necessarily a need. And that's why I try to tell people in the comments all the time when they're like, oh, you don't need that. I'm like, I know I don't need that. I want it. So that's the difference. But man, that's crazy good. These products are really good for the price. Check out the links below for anything in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Space here, there's a very small, of course. And it's like, it's, ow! Those really quick dilution, those really quick watch out for that foam cannon. I gotta get my electrical cord out of the way. Oh my gosh. This edge right here to hold the You don't need to hold the hose, you dum-dum. You don't need to hold the hose. Let's get the testing. Get it again, you're killing me, Smalls. Pounds, not kilograms.
Yeah, salute.